video, we are going to be testing out the Colourpop Valentine's Day collection. This is the All That collection. I have for you guys the palette to try out, the little lip trio, and the Soul body and face highlighter. I actually did this look with the palette and the lippies and the highlight. I'm definitely not a pro makeup artist, but I do know what I like in my palettes and my lip products, so this is just my opinion. It's gonna be pretty short, to the point, just gonna do some swatches and demo for you, just try it on, and then let you guys know my thoughts at the end of the video. If you wanna know how I did this look, keep on watching. Okay, we're gonna start with the eye palette because that's the most exciting part. This is what the palette looks like. I'm gonna take it out of the packaging, but this is the packaging. It's super cute. This palette is called All That, and it retails for $18. So that is what that looks like. I'm gonna do the swatches row by row. So I'm gonna start with the top row, and then the second, and then the third. I'm gonna do them on my arm, so we'll be back in just a minute so you guys can see. Okay guys, so we're gonna start with the shade Uncuffed and go this way across. Okay, so for the swatches, I did notice that some of the matte shades were pretty patchy, especially the shade Cha-Cha and Silhouette. These two were quite patchy. The shimmers are amazing. They're absolutely stunning. Fishnets and this one here, Infatuation, are so gorgeous. And of course the pressed glitter is pretty cute as well. Also Bisque was really pretty, this like soft shimmery here. But yeah, the mattes, these two mattes were especially patchy. However, the way a palette swatches doesn't always determine how it's going to perform or if it's going to be a good palette. So let's go ahead and use it on our eyes. Okay, so I zoomed you guys in a little bit just so y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna apply the shade Baby Girl right here, just kind of all over. Gonna apply that everywhere. Huh. A little bit like a lilac-y purple shade. It's not too visible. But you know what? I think it's a little bit too pink for an all over the eye shade. Next I'm gonna go in with the shade Cha-Cha, this one here. And I'm just gonna apply that basically just on the crease. Shade on the crease, and I really like it. This is what I mean about swatching, you know, although it's swatched like shit, it actually looks really pretty on the crease, and it blended out really seamlessly. Okay, now I'm gonna deepen the crease a little bit more with this shade Wink Wink. That's that shade Wink Wink on the eyes. Looks really pretty, blended out really nicely as well. Okay, now I'm going to use this shade, this dark red called Please Me. And I'm just gonna use that on my outer corner right here. Okay guys, so that one was just a little bit more patchy on the eyes. I'm trying to kind of blend it out a little bit more, but I don't know if you guys can see that. It's just a little bit patchy, but nothing too bad. I mean, it is really, really pigmented, which I like. So it just takes like a little bit more just blending it out. It is a dark shade, so I'm not too surprised, but I still think it looks really pretty. And now moving on, I am gonna cut my crease. I'm gonna use just a concealer and this brush. Just, you know, a flat little brush and a concealer to go ahead and do that. I think I'm gonna go in with this shade. I wonder if my brush just isn't picking it up as much as I would like. I'm gonna use my finger just because, oh yeah, see, that makes a huge difference. That shade on. I think I'm gonna add some of this shade, Infatuation, just to see how it looks on eyelid, and also because I want to try like as many shades as possible. So I'm gonna add it more so here. That one's like really chunky on the eyes. Maybe with my finger. So there it is on my finger. This is like one of those shades that look better applied, that you have to kind of apply with your finger, because I don't know if it's my brush, but it's not really applying. It's not picking it up because it's so chunky. The shade, however, it is extremely pigmented. That's why when you swatch it with your finger, it looks amazing. Not that it doesn't look good on the eye, you just I feel like you have to use your finger for this one, which I personally don't mind because I use my fingers a lot when I do my makeup, but I know some people do not like doing that, so that's something to keep in mind. What do we think? I'm gonna take some of this shade, Risque, this shimmer, on my inner corner just to see what that looks like. That's pretty. I'm gonna go back over the outer corner with that deep red shade called Please Me. Just because it kind of got lost with all the shimmer and the concealer that we put down and all that, so. I'm taking a little bit of this shade, just a little bit to kind of blend everything together. Okay, so for eyeliner, I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade, The Feels. We've got some fallout there. Not a big deal to me, but you know, something to point out. Okay, so I finished the eyeliner and I've applied some lashes and mascara. I really like the way the eyeliner came out with that black eyeshadow. The glitter didn't show up. It looks super shimmery in the pan. I feel like maybe if you put this down as like a bait, like on your whole eyelid, the glitter will show up, but yeah, for eyeliner it didn't, and I don't mind. So what I'm gonna do, since I put on my lashes, my mascara, I'm just gonna go ahead, finish up my face, and I'll be back to finish up the eye look and then try on the lippies and the highlighter. Okay, so I finished up the eye look. I just did these 3 shades, the ones we used in the beginning, which were, hold on, Cha Cha, Wink Wink, and we used, wait, yeah, it was Cha Cha, Wink Wink, and then this dark shade down here called Please Me. I just applied that to my lower lash and did some mascara, and then I finished up my face. Just did some bronzer, concealer, and a little bit of blush. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the highlighter, and last we'll do lips. Highlighter that was a part of this collection was the Soul Face and Body Highlight. This is what it looks like. It's very pink, not usually like something I would do. I'm usually more into like either like a champagne highlight or something like a gold. But let me just swatch it for you guys. By the way, this smells amazing. I don't know why I hadn't noticed that, but yeah, it smells really, really good. So I'm gonna apply this on my nose. Ooh, maybe I did a little bit too much, but that looks cute. I like it. I actually really like that. It blends out really nicely. It's really buttery and smooth, and although I thought it was going to be like super light for me, I think it's pretty. I'm gonna pop some in my inner corner just to see what it looks like. I like it. Looks really pretty, you guys. Alright guys, so last but certainly not least, we're gonna try out this mini Just the Tint set. Starting out with Gimme S'more, I'm gonna swatch it and then I'm gonna apply it. Thoughts on everything. The palette, I really like it. I think the colors are really pretty. They perform a lot better than they swatch. I wasn't too crazy about the shimmers just because even though they swatch beautifully, they're a little bit harder to work with, especially with a brush. But they're still really pretty. And then I really like the mattes. I think the mattes performed really well. I didn't see any patchiness, a little bit maybe with this shade down here, but it's definitely worth it for $18. I think it's a really gorgeous palette, especially if you're into reds a lot. I think this palette's gonna be perfect for you. Highlighter, you guys probably know my thoughts on that. It's really pretty. I love it. I love the shade. I don't know how well this will work if you're if you're darker skinned. I don't think that this is gonna work that well just because it's really like a really light pink, but I thought it was going to be too light for my skin tone. I think it looks fine. I think it just kind of like blends into the skin, which is pretty. So I do really like this. For the Just the Tint set, I really love these. Like, this was probably my favorite product just because it's so me. Like, I don't like wearing super out there colors. I don't like the feeling of a lipstick. I definitely prefer a gloss, but I do want a little bit like a hint of color, then this is like perfect for you. If you're not good at applying like a liquid lipstick, you can't really mess up with these because you could just like wipe it off. They're amazingly comfortable on the lips and smell delicious, so this is probably my favorite product out of everything. But all in all, the collection, I love it. I think it's perfect for Valentine's Day. But yeah, my final thoughts is I give it 2 thumbs up. I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.